Hi guys, welcome back to linuxsysadmins.com. For quite long time I have never uploaded any guide. Let me show you how to create a Kubernetes deployment in 3 ways. Okay, let us start now. Before starting the Kubernetes deployment, if you want to read the content, you can read from my blog. I have created a good content about the Kubernetes deployment. To read the same, click on the above link. Let me show you how to create a Kubernetes deployment in a single command with option and argument. Same time I will show you how to redirect the output of YAML format in a file. Okay, save the content of that YAML. When you are going to run the kubectl command, it will create some of the YAML code in the background. So let us see how to save that in a file and how to roll out a update and how to undo the update and how to check the history, how to check the version of the container which we are going to deploy. Like that, few of the options we can go through in this guide. Let me show you quickly how to deploy without any advanced option. For that, kubectl create deployment. The deployment name which I am going to use is linuxsys deploy. Okay, the image I am going to use in this deployment will be nginx 1.17 okay hyphen perl. This is the image I am going to create. Once I hit enter, this deployment will be created. That linuxsys hyphen deploy deployment, the deployment name will be created with this image. So what are the containers going to run in this pod in this deployment will be with the image nginx 1.17 hyphen perl. Okay, so if you don't want to create the deployment but you want to know the YAML code what used in this deployment can be seen using -o YAML. Okay, so if you're going to use only the -o YAML, what it will do, it will show in the screen. The same time it will create the deployment as well in the background. So if you don't want to create, only you want to see the code, then you should use -- dry run. This is similar to some of the commands, Linux commands we use to run the dry run. Okay, so this is how you can see the code. But if you want to save the same in a file, you can use a redirection and the file name. Okay, I am going to use the file called linux_deploy.yaml. so the content of that code will be redirected in the file. Let me quickly show you. When I am running that command, this code has been created. Now if you want to, whenever you are going to deploy a Kubernetes deployment, it will create with only one replica. If you want to use more than one replica, you need to edit this file and increase it. Example 5 number of replica. Okay, so the content of a YAML file is ready to create the deployment. Whether you can create using this YAML file or you can create without this YAML file, like this one. Okay, click and hit enter, just it will create a deployment. kubectl get deployment. You can see only one deployment. Without, if you are not going to specify the number of replica, it will create only one replica. So it's ready. To know more about this deployment, you can use kubectl describe deployment and the name of the deployment. Okay, so that it will show how many replicas are there and what is the status of that. Okay, only one is there and it's updated, it's available. Okay, it's ready. So the deployment name is this and this is the time which created, and this is the label used. Okay, and rolling update strategy is used. So whenever you are going to upgrade the version of this deployment, you can update without having a downtime. You can go on the fly. Okay, so whenever you are going to upgrade the 25 example, if you have 10 numbers of replica, the 25% of that 10 numbers will be unavailable. Okay, so that 25 will be unavailable and 25 will be upgraded, so there will be no downtime for your application. This is the image file we have used. Okay, let me show you how to remove this deployment. kubectl delete deployment and the name of the deployment, so that it will delete the deployment. Now if you are going to get the status kubectl get deployment, there is no resource found in default namespace, there is no deployment. Okay, because we have deleted. Once again, let me show you how to create a rolling update. kubectl create deployment in the name linux sys -deploy -image. The image which I am going to use is Nginx 1.17-per. Okay, so this time I am going to use the 17 version 1.17 Nginx, and I will upgrade to 1.18. Alright, hit enter. kubectl get deployment. There is only one replica, so I need 10 numbers of replica. So let me show you how to scale it up. Okay, kubectl scale deployment, the deployment name and the number of replica will be 5 number. Let me give 5 number and hit enter, so that if you are going to check the status now, deployment, the 5 numbers of replicas are ready. Okay, if you want to scale more like 25, you can do the same on the fly. If you check the status, it's still in the progress, still it's progressing, it's up. kubectl get pods. If you see here, 25 numbers of pods are running for a single deployment. Those are replicas. Okay, to know more about this deployment, kubectl describe deployment and the deployment name. This one I have already shown you. So now here you can see how much I have scaled. Okay, there is only one replica at the beginning, then I have scaled to 5 numbers, then I have scaled to 25. Those information will be recorded in the event section. Okay, this is the event section. Now if you see here, 25 desired and updated and total and available, 0 is unavailable. If you want to scale it down to 10 numbers of replica, that can be done on the fly, so that it will terminate the 15 numbers of replica and keep only the 10 numbers of replica. Let me show you that as well. Kubernetes scale deployment and the deployment name -- replica and 10 numbers. Okay, it's now scaling down. If you see that to 10 numbers, it's scaling down. If you put pods, kubectl get pods, it terminating the pods. Okay, give few seconds. After that, if you hit once again, it will keep the 10 numbers of pods and remaining will be terminated. If you get the deployment, now it should show the 10 numbers. Alright, let me show you now how to upgrade the image of the deployment without downtime. Okay, on the fly we can do that. kubectl set image deployment / the deployment name is linux sys -deploy. Okay, and the Nginx version which I am going to use is 1.18.0 hyphen Perl. This is the image file which I am going to use right now. Okay, and the deployment will be upgraded with the version. So to check the status, we can use kubectl status rollout status deployment and the deployment name. If you see now, there are 5 out of new replica has been updated. So it will take a little bit time to update the replica using the new image file. Let me check whether this is kubectl get pod. It won't take this much time, so that it's failed because of the image name might be wrong. Let me set to latest image Nginx so that it will pull the latest image. Okay, if you check now, see it's creating. Once I check the rollout, the replica has been updated with the new image. So to confirm this, I can run kubectl describe deployment and the deployment name. If you see now, the image version which I have used in this deployment will be the latest one. Okay, the latest image has been used and the number of replica will be 10. Okay, so same thing, if you want to if you want to undo the changes, the application has been not working properly after the upgrade, the application is not working properly, so the application team request us to do a rollback. That time you can do one thing, kubectl rollout undo, okay, deployment and the deployment name, so that it will revert back the changes to the image version will be rolled back to 1.17.0 hyphen Perl. Okay, let us see that. Okay, let me undo first. Kubectl get deployment, kubectl rollout status deployment, the deployment name. Now the earlier we are trying to upgrade with the 1.18, so the image version was wrong, so that it's failed. Okay, kubectl get deployments, kubectl get pods. You can see the image pull back off. That means the image name is wrong. So let me quickly going to set the image to 1.17. Already I have done that. This is the image I am going to set now. Okay, kubectl set image deployment slash linuxsys deploy Nginx is equal to Nginx Perl. Okay, so now if you run the rollout status, you should get it's updating the image file from latest Nginx version to 1.17. that you can check kubectl describe deployment and the deployment name. Here you should see that. Okay, once again let me upgrade the version. That is simple, just you want to use still the Nginx. Now if you once again check the status of rollout status, it should remove the old version of Nginx image and update with the latest version. If you're going to run describe once again, it should be Nginx, the latest image version. Once again let me undo it. Okay, for undo kubectl rollout undo deployment and the deployment name. so that now I am having right now latest version. I am going to move to the earlier version 1.17 hyphen per. Okay, let me check the status. See, it's finished and the describe will show we are rolled back to the earlier version. So there is no downtime for your application. We are very safe to roll back the upgrades. Same thing, if you want to record the things in history for future reference, you can use hyphen record. Okay, kubectl, let me show you that as well. Kubectl set image to latest record. Okay, now if you want to check the history, kubectl rollout history deployment. Okay, it will show the number of revision and what command we have used, so that come back and check the rollback history. Okay, thus it's easy to work with the Kubernetes deployment. Let me show you how to remove the Kubernetes deployment. To remove the deployment, it's very easy. Kubectl delete deployment and the deployment name. This will delete the deployment. Before that, quickly I will show you. If you want to edit the Kubernetes deployment, Kubernetes kubectl edit deployment and the deployment name, like this also you can edit it. Okay, so that I want to increase the number of replica, just I want to change the number of replica here. Okay, to 5 numbers. Once you save and exit, it will make the changes. Now if you see, before editing it was 10 numbers and now it's 5 numbers. Thus you can downgrade or upgrade, scale up the deployment as well. So hope you have enjoyed it. If you have not comfortable with watching the video, you can go through my guide as I have shown the link. Want to check the link, you can check in the description as well. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.